Many changes have come to be known in our world today that was not evident from our yesterdays. This is how statistical information is created through comparisons of what was, what is, what will be, while the how and why come to mind of those who want to protect their lifestyle routines. Most unexpected events are shocking to those who are not alert and prepared to escape a disaster, or when they have had no concern about what is happening around them. Some people do not care until disaster hits their little world, not realizing there is a bigger picture out in the universe. That is the reason why everyone should stay vigilant, prepared and ready for anything, and watch the fake news and watch the real news to keep informed. It was a clear, urgent message to be prepared in lessons taught early in life for survival, like fire drills, earthquake safety drills and airplane instructions before takeoff on flights. Most times we may see consequences after something happens to us or someone we know, what can happen unexpectedly. I remember learning in Girl Scouts what was taught was a real message to be prepared. This preparedness education taught us to follow instructions, and there was a lot of instructions about being organized, prepared and ready for any environmental changes. When we went camping, a lot of planning came into play for shelter, nourishment, safety and survival prior to the event. So why not prepare now for what can happen tomorrow? Why wait or it is too late? In Girl Scouts we used teamwork to create charts, instructions and inventory for who, what, when and where, plans about supplies, what we needed to do, what duties were assigned, all to make everything run smoothly so we can be comfortable, happy, ready and willing to deal with situations out of our control, like changes in weather or safety issues. I remember hurricanes and tornadoes in Florida when we had some time to prepare prior to storms that hit the area, and it was a rat race to get non-perishable groceries, water, flashlights, batteries from the local store before the shelves were empty. Sometimes it was too late. We were preparing for the waiting, hunkering down period if and when the electricity went out or flooding prevented getting around, like to work or grocery shopping, and this period could be a week or two without water or electric. That means no showers, no washing clothes, no hot meals, and more. No television, no phones, no cool air or heat. What about earthquakes? There is no advance warning to be prepared, so how do you prepare for earthquakes and cracks in ground? So what do you do to prepare for these emergencies ahead of time? News reports discuss the fear of a food shortage coming sooner or later due to environmental changes, and no relief funds were received by farmers, causing a delay in current year harvest season. Natural disasters such as floods, tropical storms and long periods of drought are on the increase. It is a well-known fact that food security is a really serious issue facing all of humanity. In essence, it's about how we feed a growing population at a time of climate change, which is unpredictable and not fully understood. Food supply has been reduced when it is not a good option to depend on foreign countries to help when they may have a shortage. Also, with the embargo and immigration problems exists. So now what are you going to do? Wait until the food runs out, or start canning and storing food for emergencies? There are companies selling dehydrated foods that last up to 25 years. It is not a bad idea to store a supply of non-perishable food products in your home pantries before the grocery stores raise the price of food and shortages start causing more store closures. It is not impossible. Be prepared now, not later. Do what you need to do now. Prepare, gather, store away, get ready and survive. Our ancestors prepared for winter by storing away food during harvest seasons. Why not now? Do not wait or it will be too late. I don't want to say "see, I told you so," then it is really too late then. Don't wait on the supply truck to show up from the food pantries, because they may be out of gas and you will be out of gas too. I don't like to look in a negative view of this potential coming event, only looking at it in a realistic way. A reality check, view it as a long overdue wake-up call to all humans, prompted by the events already occurring in our global environment and global economy and around the world. Be ready, be prepared now. Even though every country has risks of natural disasters, only about half of American adults are prepared. Many don't have a plan or even have enough food or water to get their families through a few days. And when utilities get shut down and grocery store shelves are empty, they're left with little to do but panic. Lately there is new information about what universal and local environmental changes are happening out of our control, but the real news is not letting the public know about it. There are disasters constantly happening all over the world, and yet our real news is not reporting it until it affects our immediate neighborhoods and communities. Why? Well, listen up folks, there is much to know and get prepared for now. Did you know, the solar system has shifted where the planets are evolving in a way not the general public pays attention about, and it is not on the real news. There are already daily disasters taking place in many countries: floods, fires, cracks in the earth, besides earthquakes, mudslides, volcano eruptions, and unnatural changes in the animals around us, and pestilence over growth invasions. Nature globally declines at rates unprecedented in human history, more than expected. We are eroding the foundations of our economies, food security, health and quality of life. So what should you do? Nothing. No, there is more to do, just like anything you look forward to in life. This is one of them, as you would plan a vacation. Planning also changes when not expected or wanted. But learn and listen to the experts if you choose, or you can listen and learn from your immediate environment. As the Native Americans always did, learn from nature what is happening. When rain comes, there is always a kind of smell in the air, which is the humidity signaling a change is coming, like rain but doesn't rain at all. Listen to the noises in the sky or the wind and determine what is and what is not. Disasters disrupt hundreds of thousands of lives every year. Each disaster has lasting effects, both to people and property. If a disaster occurs in your community, local government and disaster relief organizations will try to help you, but you need to be ready as well. Local responders may not be able to reach you immediately, or they may need to focus their efforts elsewhere. You should know how to respond to severe weather or any disaster that could occur in your area: hurricanes, earthquakes, extreme cold, flooding, or terrorism. You should also be ready to be self-sufficient for at least 3 days. This may mean providing for your own shelter, first aid, food, water, and sanitation. Using a plan and guide makes preparation practical. Being prepared can reduce the fear, anxiety, and losses that accompany disasters. You can reduce the impact of disasters by flood-proofing, securing items that might shake loose in an earthquake, and taking other pre-emergency precautions. These disasters disrupt hundreds of thousands of lives every year. Being prepared can reduce anxiety and prevent danger and depression during a disaster. Know the steps to take during a disaster, whether flooding, tornadoes, earthquakes, or another crisis. Preparing can reduce the danger and prevent distress your family may face to protect yourself and your loved ones. Being prepared by knowing what to do reduces uncertainty. Research your surroundings, conditions and environment of your immediate location and your relocation area. If you choose to make a move, plan food supply, plan water supply, plan clothing needs for every condition, i.e. hot or cold weather or both, including wet conditions, plan shelter, plan safety and first aid concerns, plan social interactions during the hunkering down phase, for the waiting time until it is clear to go back to normal, plan travel and have alternative plan B, or plan C, plan codes for communication between each family member, and much more can be determined or prepared. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe for future videos. Plan, prepare, be ready and be safe. Thanks for